Because I see some guy who's basically very bland. You know what I mean?
You said bland.
I didn't mean bland information. It's a guy's life, okay? I'm sorry, I apologize.
Sorry.
People know that you're on some wacko's hit list. What are they gonna do? They're gonna watch us, our numbers go up.
Right.
I think we played it.
You're a sick man.
The first part of the show has actually really kind of a funny look. He's interviewing assistants.
Back after 2 weeks, not all of us spending it in Florida, we began the class with an eye and ear opener.
My eye opener is how the budget was reported on the radio, more specifically on public affairs programs on the radio. In this case, CBC One. Most opening statements I noticed, and this is throughout all the programs, repeated. This links up with what Bill said. Repeated the reproduced the government's line regarding the tremendous feat of balancing the budget after 30 or 50 years of deficit budgets. There was not a single broadcast or single commentary that was not opened up by the journalist by repeating it almost line by line. So I found that talking about preferred or dominant readings.
After a discussion about the budget, Bill did a summary of the last class, then we moved on to talking about the nature of documentary.
Certainly the ones he was talking about had very clear social goals. Certainly Harvest of Shame has a very clear one.
It's like that in anything. You will produce a documentary that you want, like Harvest of Shame, you want to influence social change, or you want to put an emphasis on an issue and make people cry out against it or whatever. And at the same time, somebody's going to be offended. Like he said, chacun son goût.
Other things, any other things from the corner article or from, that give us a little clues as to the nature of documentary or the history of documentary as a specific genre? Playing with
kind of like environment about is one that is it enough for you to go spend 1 month with your subjects and be able to use that. And I think that's a big that's one of the big differences between documentary and news, where when news is more immediate, you don't necessarily develop a relationship or sensitivity to the story quite the same way as you would do with a documentary that you spend time with.
Because the budget, and next week we're going to have a more in-depth look at, we're hearing about microgames.
Next, we all shared our reactions to Harvest of Shame.
Very emotional language, the forgotten people. It was effective. It was the poetry. Yeah.
Incredibly cultural elitist thing to say, so isn't it?
It was too, and it was that. I was thinking about that as well. Just the attitude of the interviewer, the attitude or the relationship he had with the people he was interviewing. Even though I think he was really trying to be very sympathetic, I didn't really feel that there was an empathy. I really felt that when he was asking, do your children like milk, Mrs. So-and-so, or there was kind of a superior attitude or something. You could tell they were from different classes.
What do you think about the fact that he was always asking the same questions? Like you were talking about the fact that the other guy was like 5 minutes at a time on air, and the others, like the workers were not like that. And also, what do you think about the fact that it was always the same questions, different groups, but always the same questions?
What do you want? Do I want a home? Well, do you think you'll ever get it? No. And then you hear that from 10 families. It's like, they all feel that same way. I think that's the impact that he was trying to create.
Yeah, but
some things are more complex than they appear, and I almost thought that this treatment was a bit easy, and it didn't explain enough why things were happening.
Look at it and view it at the time, out in the heat of the debate, and look at the context around you. That was a very